Hi everyone, today we will go through a demonstration on how to anonymize data with the Make Your Data program. Data anonymization is a key feature of the program as we allow the user to anonymize in different levels and without missing key statistical properties such as distribution or correlation. There are several use cases for data anonymization, for example, the ability to share anonymized data with other teams, departments, or consultants. To give you an insight on how the program anonymize, I will work on a small example with an online sales dataset. This is the Make Your Data user interface. To start working, we will push on the New Project button and we will choose to connect to one of our SQL databases. We have several options for the connectors, and for this demo, we will choose to connect to a MySQL remote database. Once logged in, we can choose between the different databases available via that connector, as well as between the tables in the chosen database. We can also add run conditions to keep only relevant data. Here we will select only the data rows in which order date is in the year 2019. Alternatively, we can also input a maximum number of rows to fetch from the table. We connect to the table. Once the data is loaded, Make Your Data shows a preview of the table content. We have an order ID with a specific pattern and an order date. We can see here that all the dates are within the year 2019. Moreover, we have a ship date, a customer name, a city, a state. We also have a product name and 5 numeric columns: sales, quantity, discount, profit, and taxes. We can now load the columns. On this screen, we can start anonymizing the columns. We will start by changing the ID column. We see that the input ID is very specific, so we will change it to a more common ID, an integer. Therefore, we will set from source mode, from column distribution, and change the data spaces to index. Next, we can look at the date columns. We start with order date and change the plot visualization to show the histogram of days in month. We see that there's some kind of seasonality, and we want to keep this information in our output table, but anonymize the real order date. To do so, we will edit this column to create a new distribution of dates based on the source column. So we will select a from source seasonal distribution. We change the data spaces to date. In addition, in the output table, we would like to generate dates in the future, for the year 2020, for example. Therefore, we will change the range to have its maximal value to the last day of the year 2020. Since we want to keep the seasonality of the days in the month, we will set the season to 1 month and the group by value to days. Since we have modified the order date column, we should modify the ship date as well. We want the ship date column to reflect the typical delay with respect to order date. In order to accomplish that, we will modify the distribution of ship date to be from source, from column, and correlate the generated dates with order dates. We'll also add an extra year to the range because we have done the same with order date. Since the generated ship date must be after the generated order date, we will add a constraint on the generated ship date. Another important column that we would like to anonymize is the customer name. To do so, we set the modified column to be created according to the source distribution. So we select from source, from column generation mode. Because we want to anonymize using full names from the default MKYD dataset. We'll choose data spaces column label. We'll choose the default MKYD labels, full names, and we'll choose a list of French names. For the state column, we would simply like to permute or shuffle the state names present in our input data. To do so, we select from source, from column, distribution, and we choose the species shuffle labels. Having shuffled the state column of our data, we now want to make sure that the city column corresponds to the state column. To do so, we choose the same option as we chose for the state, from source, from column, shuffle labels. To keep the geographical logic coherent with the state column, we will go to the configure distribution menu and correlate the generation of the city column with the state column. We want to keep the product name unchanged, so we will not modify any of its properties and leave it in the original data generation mode. We will now anonymize the numeric type columns of this dataset. For the sales column, we want to preserve the distribution of sales in the output dataset, but not the original values. To do so, we will select from source, from column in the menu, and this configuration will draw the new sales column from the input distribution. We want to keep quantity and discount unchanged, so we will leave them in original data mode. For the profit column, we want to add a centered Gaussian noise to the input data. To do so, we select from source and then Gaussian distribution. And we will configure the standard deviation of the noise to be 2. Finally, we will add a custom column by going to Advanced Options and choosing Add a Custom Column. Here we are presented with an expression editor where we can write the formula for the new column using some basic Python libraries. For the sake of simplicity, we'll compute the taxes perceived. It is a numeric type column, and it is computed as the sales in the input dataset times the taxes in the input dataset. We don't need the taxes column in the output table anymore, so we can remove it. Now that we have anonymized all the columns we wanted to anonymize, we will generate the dataset. To do so, we press the Go to Data Generation button. In this window, we can see that we have modified most of the columns, as marked by the red color, keeping unchanged only product name, quantity, and discount, as marked by the color blue. You can also see that we have deleted the taxes column and generated a new column, taxes perceived, which is shown in black ink. We will keep the output rows unchanged, and we choose to save in an Excel file. We also have the possibility to save into a CSV or an SQL database. We can also save the project with or without data, but we will not save it for this demo. Let's generate data. Now that we have generated the data, we can have a quick look at the table. We can see that the order ID has been modified to be an integer. We see that we have an order date in the years 2019 and 2020, and that the ship date lies after the order date. We have new customer names which are French sounding, such as Eustache or Leonore, as we selected in our configuration. For cities and states, we can see that the geographic logic is kept, with Phoenix in Arizona or Denver in Colorado. Moreover, we see that if we had lines with the same order ID, name, city, and state in input, they are also identical in output, as here with lines 8, 9, and 10 that have the same name, order ID, city, and state, but they have different product names. Now we can further visualize the modifications for numeric and date type columns. This figure presents the results of seasonal generation. On top is the day of the month for the order date, while below is the month in the year. In blue is the input date, while in orange is the generated one. We see that the day in the month distribution is the same for both, while the month distribution is flat for the generated one and does not follow the input distribution. This is the desired result for the seasonal distribution, keeping only the information on the season from the input data. We can also look at the correlation between the ship date and the order date. On top is the original correlation, while below is the generated one. We see that the correlation between the generated order and ship date has a shape with steps, and is slightly more diffuse than the original one. This is due to the use of the discrete option for correlation. We could have used the smooth option also. It would remove the step shape, but will grant more diffuse results. We will now look at the generated numeric type columns. For the sales column, we wanted to preserve the shape of the input distribution, but not the actual values, which is reflected in these graphs. On top, we have the input sales, and below, we have the generated ones. The distribution of the generated profit column is very similar to the input one, which is how we configured it. Remember that we also added a Gaussian noise to the profit column, with a standard deviation of 2. If we visualize the difference between the input and the generated profit column, we see that we have a Gaussian distribution with a standard deviation of 2. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope you have enjoyed this demonstration of the anonymization functionality in Make Your Data.